Hi, everybody. Dave Nielsen with Keller Williams, taking another minute on mindset. I want to talk about a principle in business that's very important to me, which is change the way you look at things so that the things you look at change. In thinking about quarantine, and I posted on my social media this week that I was going to talk about this today. So, in when quarantine first started, I think people viewed it as an opportunity to get a lot of things done that they otherwise hadn't had time to do in the past, only to then realize that they had even less time that they thought. And I will admit that I was one of those people too. It's like, wow, I have no time to do anything. Even the things that I need to do, I don't have time for. In thinking further, I've decided that that is a falsehood. That is not true. I believe that your time management is a decision that you make and that you can control it. And the words that I heard that really brought that mindset to me, I heard in a podcast this weekend. That is, any activity that is going to make its way onto your schedule needs to earn the right to do so. Now, what does that mean? It's obviously easier said than done, but the idea is that we don't often give ourselves permission to say no to things that are going to interrupt what we have already deemed is important enough to put on our schedule. Those of us who follow an actual written schedule or an actual electronic schedule, those things exist because they are important enough to budget time during the day. And then a simple distraction comes up and you're like, oh no, I have to do that now. It's a great way to not get anything done. If you are, or if you're not familiar with what The One Thing is, The One Thing is a book written by Gary Keller and Jay Papasan, and also a podcast hosted by Jeff Woods, who's a wonderful person, that basically asks you the simple question, what is the one thing you can, that such by doing it, everything else becomes easier or unnecessary. In a real estate context, that's usually setting a schedule and sticking to it and generating leads. And so I can talk about me personally here. I find that that's the thing that I was most likely to negotiate off of my schedule. Was the thing that I deemed the absolute most important thing to my business. Well, a lot of people have asked me, like, hey, Dave, what did you do differently this year? You're blowing up. And I am having a very good year real estate wise. And I'd like to keep that up. Well, you know what I did? I started demanding that things earn their way onto my schedule. I stopped negotiating with what the most valuable thing I can do during my day is. So, what's the most valuable thing in your day? What's the one thing you need to do to make your business successful, to make sure that what you really need to do gets done? What are you willing to say no to? What do you need to say no to in order to accomplish your goals? I'd love to hear it. Let's talk about it. And listen to the One Thing podcast because it is incredible and it will help you. Thanks, guys.